Hey, thank you for joining me today, and let's just get right to it. When your peace is non negotiable, you get to a place where you realize that as life happens, as life is happening, you will find yourself hurt by someone, a situation, a thing, a perception, anything. But when you are 100% double down on the fact that your peace is non negotiable, you realize, you wake up to the fact that focusing on the hurt will only cause you to continue to suffer. But here's the piece. When you focus on the lesson, you will grow. Trust me in this. I promise you will grow. It's focusing on the lesson. Now, look, I'm not saying that I'm an expert at this. I'm not saying it will happen overnight. Do I know it to be true? Yes, because I live it. And am I still a work in progress? Yes. It's simply a choice, y'all. It's a decision. A point you will get to or not. And when I say it's a choice, you may have to choose that every day. You may fail tomorrow. You may fail in the minute. You may have failed yesterday. You get to choose every day to focus on the lesson so that you will grow and to snatch yourself out of the rut of suffering. Now, you all that know me know I will tell my personal story. And this year, 2025, I'm doubling down on that as well. It helps me to grow, but I also believe it helps when you hear a real life story, not a hypothetical, but a real life story with a real life solution. And it also lets you know that there aren't any new problems. Nothing is new under the sun, and you are not alone. So here you go. Here's my story. In corporate America, in my field, I was a boss. And this is back in the day. This is some years ago. I knew my craft. I studied it. I lived it. I knew what I was doing as it came to my career and my expertise. So it was time for a promotion. It was a slam dunk. I just knew it was mine. But I was passed over for this promotion. What really hurt the most is that no one had any answers for me. The leadership didn't tell me why. They were just like, it's not your time yet. We love what you're doing in your current position. Keep focusing on that. Just double down and keep doing that. But I couldn't see past the snub. To me, it was a snub. And I talked about that thing with anyone who would listen. Anybody who would listen. I was fully into the story on the perceived oversight. Now, a dear, dear, dear friend of mine, she's older than me, and she's a friend, mentor, just a confidant. And she was really busy, but she would always take time to talk to me. And she pulled me to the side one day and she says, hey, listen, either you're going to stay in that job or you're going to leave the job. But my time is valuable and I love connecting with you. But I will not waste any more of my precious time talking about this job. You need to make a decision, but you can no longer use my time to talk about it. Now, of course, she was right, but I was pissed. I was mad at her. I was mad at her for at least a month, but she was right. I'm so glad she broke that trance because it was leading to a road to nowhere. What was I doing? I was talking about the hurt so much more than anything else that I kept myself in a place of despair. So this is when I really started doing this work, and I went deep inside. And when I came out of this trance, the questions changed. It wasn't, why did this happen to me? Why didn't I get the promotion? It was, what am I supposed to learn from this? How am I to grow? What is trying to emerge through me? Those were the questions. And when you ask those type of questions, you get a different type of answer. Some of the answers that came to me is that I learned that I wanted a promotion that would not have served the company. It wouldn't have served me. It would not have spoken to my talents. Yes, I would have had a bigger title. I would have had more money, but it would not lend to the gifts that God had given me in which to serve the people in the company. But I didn't know that at the time. I learned that everything was unfolding just as it should. I learned that I needed to ask for what I wanted, but detach from the outcome. It was how I wanted it to be. I wanted it in my time. I needed it, not knowing that that wasn't the plan and that wasn't how it was supposed to unfold. I also learned the largest lesson. It was time to move on. And when I did that, life just fully blossomed for me. So listen, focusing on the hurt is disguised as a huge warm hug. I mean, it's this warm hug because it fuels us, but in truth, it's killing your spirit. It keeps you talking about what you think went wrong, what you don't want, only bringing more of that directly to you. Trust me. Sometimes I love, and still do, rolling around in the hurt, being a victim, getting in the mirror, talking to myself with the tears coming down that ugly cry. It's like, oh, it just does something to your soul. Getting the sympathy, all the things. But listen, that is a quick fix. It is not a long-term solution. Trust me. It is not a long-term solution. The hurt is keeping you in a state of anxiety. Got your thoughts all over the place, and then you're making these snap decisions that blow up your life that you don't need to do. It have you second guessing things. It just spirals out of control. So focusing on the hurt doesn't change the fact that the thing happened, but it does kill your peace. It removes the ability for you to live in the now. It takes away your joy and your laughter. And most of all, you will overlook the things that you have to be grateful for in this moment. But focusing inward. And when I say focusing inward, it means focusing on you. Focusing on me, Marlon. Focusing on you. Not the person, the circumstance, or the thing. Point to yourself. Say your name. You are focusing on you. To do your work, to learn the lesson. Y'all, that's the game changer right there. This is how you win. This is how you succeed on this journey. This is where the longevity of peace, happiness, love, and joy reside. This is what gets you to the place where your peace is non-negotiable. So it's up to you. You can suffer or grow. It's your choice. So until next time, stay positive, and be intentional on what you focus on. Bye.